today on Southern Miss Radio. I'm here to bring you the latest updates, stories, and some delightful whatnots from our community. Our show is jam-packed today with our news wrap with Amaya Norman discussing food, deserts in Mississippi. We also have the pleasure of hearing from our very special guest, Amber Houston, discussing the upcoming events, the Southern Miss, Wesley, and more. This is our last show of the semester, so let's make every second count. But here's a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks. Here's a look into our news for today. For USM Campus News, the University of Southern Mississippi's Hattiesburg campus was filled with holiday cheer as they celebrated the 26th annual Lighting the Way Christmas celebration. The ceremony featured campus and community leaders, including a speech from Hattiesburg Mayor Toby Barker and University President Joe Paul. The night ended with the lighting of a Christmas tree at the front of campus. Event coordinator Caroline Carney said it took more than 6 months to plan. We have been preparing for probably about 6 months, just coordinating the performances and getting the tree and all of that kind of stuff, said Carney. It's been a 6-month process. We started pretty early. We kind of wanted to make it both a community event and also a Southern Miss community event. Carney said they are looking forward to next year's event. For Hattiesburg News, a little hyena grew up at the Hattiesburg Zoo, now has new home in Kansas. In a Facebook post, the Rolling Hill Zoo welcomed Keto as their newest addition to the zoo. Keto, a male spotted hyena, was born last year in October and was the sole surviving hyena born in North America in 2022. He was the offspring of Neru and Peely of the Hattiesburg Zoo. The young hyena will join the Rolling Hills female hyena, Maxie. For Mississippi News, Mississippi woman accused of pretending to be a nurse. A police chief in Mississippi has confirmed that a woman is now in Monroe County Jail for faking her nursing credentials. The arrest happened around 7 p.m. last Tuesday at the Career Center in Aberdeen. Their officers arrested Mary Moore. Aberdeen Police Chief Kennell Schumpert said nursing home employees became suspicious to whether or not she was qualified after some incidents about how she handled her duties. She was hired in October 23. Schumpert later said Moore was a licensed practical nurse at one point, but not a registered nurse, which is the job she applied for. Moore is charged with false pretense. For our national news, an incident on an interstate highway in Louisiana Tuesday morning caused a closure after chickens were spilled onto the roadway. An 18-wheeler was carrying the chickens in cages on I-59 when it overturned. First responders said one person was injured in the crash and dozens of chickens were let loose on the highway. The interstate was eventually reopened. However, a few chickens can still be seen roaming the area. Sorry for that person that got hurt, but that chicken part is funny. But this is your news for today. And up next, we have the latest in sports weather, so stay tuned. So we'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Join Southern Miss Radio on Sunday mornings from 6 a.m. till noon for Sunday Brunch. You'll get jazz and swing music from artists as wide-ranging as Bix Beiderbecke to Brad Meldau, from Dippermouth himself to Esperanza Spalding. But relax, you don't need to know anything about the music to enjoy it. It's a great way to wake up on Sunday morning. Sunday Brunch from 6 a.m. until noon on Southern Miss Radio.
Welcome back with our action-packed sports segment. Let's dive into the latest scores, highlights, and sports. Welcome home, Donovan Ivory. The Wisconsin native dropped a career-high 32 points in a 90-84 win over Milwaukee on Saturday afternoon. The Golden Eagles picked up their first road win and snapped a 3-game losing skid. The graduate transfer Victor Ewalker started a 25-8 run that took Southern Miss to halftime with a 41-26 lead. Ivory, who had nearly 50 family and friends in attendance, dropped 18 points in the first half, including 4 three-pointers. Ewalker added 8 first-half points of the bench to tie his season high in a matter of one half. Southern Miss enjoyed its halftime advantage and continued to pull away well into the second half. The Golden Eagle peaked at a 23-point when Tegra Eze threw down a two-handed slam with just over 14 minutes left to play. That's when the Panthers caught fire for a 13-3 run that made it a 13-point game and got the Koch Center rocking. With Southern Miss faithfully biting its nails, Ewalker took an Ivory alley-oop to effectively seal the win. The Golden Eagles then hit 6 free throws down the stretch to ice the Panthers. Southern Miss went 16 for 20 from the free throw line. Southern Miss went 16 for 20 from the free throw line days after they suffered through a 17 for 31 performance against South Dakota State. This was your sports segment for today. Head over to southernmiss.com to keep up with all the Golden Eagle sports activities. As for our weather today, tomorrow will be mostly sunny with highs topping out into the low 60s. Clouds will move in on Thursday in advance of our net system. Highs will top out into the low 60s. A few showers will be possible during the evening hours. Showers and thunderstorms will move in overnight. A few showers will linger into Friday morning, but the afternoon will be cloudy. Highs will top out into the mid-70s. More showers will be possible this weekend as another system moves through the Pine Belt. Saturday will be the rainiest day with highs in the upper 60s. Sunday will be mostly cloudy as a few stray showers possible. Highs will top out into the upper 60s as well. This has been your weather forecast for this week, and up next we have Mississippi Moments, possibly. Let's see. Okay, or not. How about our sponsors?
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
All right, now please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to our guest, Miss Amber Houston. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So let's get into this event that's coming up. What date will this be on, first of all?
So we put our tree up already, and we have put all of our tags up. We have around 90 submissions for our Wesley Worldwide Wishes tree. Community members and church members and whoever wants to participate can come and grab a tag off the tree, shop for an international student, and bring back your gift before December 8th. And we will distribute gifts and have a dinner at 5 o'clock on December the 10th.
So is this event like a secret Santa almost, kind of?
It's sort of like an angel tree.
Oh.
So at that dinner, community members have the opportunity to meet the student that they shop for, and that will help our students to get even more connected.
So it's like an outside family meeting up with a foster child or something. Not foster, but the same.
They get to adopt a student, so to speak.
So the tag is the wishes that the student written down, and they kind of like gathered that. It's like, yeah, let's go get this for them. Okay, yeah. So what is the purpose of this event?
So we like to connect with our international community because most of them don't get to go home for Christmas. They're away from their family and their friends. So it's a really good opportunity for them to, one, get something that they want or something that they need, but also connect with us and get to know that we are a resource and we are a family to them. And they get to meet members of the community, and in turn, members of the community get to give back.
Nice. So, that being said, how long would this event last for the international, or is it an all day, all week event? Is it, how does this work?
So we set up a form on Church Center, and they can submit this form by a certain date, which this year was November the 15th. And then we start making tags. So we had, I think, 92 submissions altogether. And then we make the tags, print them, and put them on our tree when we put up the tree in the beginning of November. So at any point, someone can stop by and grab one of those tags as long as they're back before December 8th. And then on the 10th, we have our dinner, we give out the gifts, and that's it.
Have you ever been a part of this event before? Is this your first time?
Last year was my first time being a part of this, and it was amazing. This is the third year that we've been doing this.
So what was your experience witnessing all of that going on?
It was really cool. A lot of these students are like, they feel alone and they feel kind of lonely and disconnected. So it's a really, really cool to see them all come together and just the joy that they have, even with simple things, simple gifts, just to know that someone thought about them. They get really excited. And we had one student who was like, this has been the loneliest and worst semester that I've had here, but this has changed everything. Like, this is the highlight of my semester.
That's one thing about the holidays. It really gives you some type of hope for a change of how the whole year has been.
Yeah.
So, have you interacted with any of these students?
Yeah,
Wanna
we
tell me your
have.
experience?
So we have some who come to our Tuesday night worships. We have dinner every Tuesday night at 6:30, and then followed by worship and a message. And I have noticed that over this past semester, a lot of these students who in the beginning would just come eat and then leave are starting to stay around and starting to make connections with our other students and forming friendships. And we're getting to tell them about the Lord, and we're getting to tell them about the love of Christ, and we're getting to really build relationships with them, which has been really cool. And this past semester, when we went on a missions trip, one of our international students actually led worship and gave a message while we were there, which was just amazing.
Nice. That's beautiful. So, on behalf of the unbelievers that has come out probably, what was your most memorable memory of like witnessing them seeing like a change, like changing their mind about their beliefs, if you've witnessed that yet?
I had an opportunity close to when I first started working here to sit with international student at lunch and just tell her about the Lord, and she had never really heard about Jesus before. And so she was like, I want to know more. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give you this.
I love how she was so eager about it.
She was. It was amazing. I gave her the book of John and the book of Romans, and I was like, read through this. And I prayed with her, and I was like, here's my number. Like, I'm always available to talk if you want to talk about it. And she was just so excited, and it was really cool to see someone light up that way, because a lot of times I think, especially in the Bible Belt, people are like, oh, I've heard that before. Like, it's whatever. But for that to be fresh and new for someone and to have that hope introduced to them for the first time,
That childlike faith.
it was amazing.
That was beautiful. So, how does this organization move outside of this event? Like, what do y'all do on the regular?
So we do a lot. We have our regular Tuesday night worships, dinner at 6:30. We just had our last one last night for the semester, and it was amazing. But we also have different Bible studies that happen throughout the week, and we have different teams that operate, and it's all student-led. So our missions team has a missions coordinator who sets up our trips. We have a hospitality team, discipleship, worship, and PR, which is fairly new. And then we'll be starting back our intercultural team pretty soon, which I'm very excited about.
What's your favorite thing about being a part of this group?
I think just the relationships that are formed. I have the opportunity to pour in to the students who come in, and then to see them pour in to others, which is amazing, because they're the ones who are out on this campus making a
Expanding.
difference. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm running out of ideas. You want to tell me anything?
We would love to have everyone come be a part of the Wesley Worldwide Wishes. We
How-
also have a food pantry too.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how a lot of
discuss
the
about
students
that.
know us. We have a food pantry that is available to students throughout the week. Our building is usually open from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening, sometimes later, just depending on when our residents decide to shut down. So they can come and get food that they need. And right now we're doing a coat drive for them as well, so they can come and get a coat if they
Little
need it.
jackets and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice. So what food are these pantries include? Just kind of like just the nutritious.
Yeah, we have like canned items. We also have pasta. Hygiene items are always in high demand. So
Nice.
soap and shampoo and all that kind of
So
stuff.
it's not just food, it's like just personal needs.
Yes. We also have some school supplies. We have been running a little low lately, so if anyone
I
has
mean, it's wrapping
anything-
up anyway.
Yes.
Probably, what's it called, rack up before the next semester comes about.
Yeah.
I think the best part about that is that it's free, right? For especially the students in need that can't afford it. They have this charitable event, or not event, just like this thing open for students that need it. Or is it just for international students, or is
It's
it just
for
for
anyone.
anybody?
Yes. Food insecurity is really high on college campuses.
It really is. How's the holidays coming about?
They're going very well. We're very excited. Next week is finals week, so obviously everyone's been pretty stressed about that. But I also love to see how our students keep coming together, and they've been so encouraging and supportive of one another. It's just amazing.
So even though, like you say, you already had your last worship session and all that, will y'all still be getting together before everything wraps up, or even afterwards?
Oh, these students are there all the time. They just come hang out. Like,
So it's just a little chill spot.
it's a community, and it's amazing. This week we have lunch that we're providing. So we have potatoes today. It's a potato bar day, so that's really
You never
exciting.
go wrong with potatoes. I love
Yep.
potatoes. French fries. Loaded French fries, yes. Not like I was going to get any anyways. But y'all come and get you some loaded French fries. Guess we're going to wrap it up. Well, thank you for this wonderful information. And coming up, we have our news wrap with Amaya Norman reporting on food deserts. Deserts. There we go. Please.
Unfortunately, food deserts in Mississippi has increased, causing a health crisis to be an all-time high, especially in this region. The abandonment of convenience and grocery stores have taken the turn for the worse, prompting the sick to travel far and wide for resources. Food insecurities is a growing problem here in these communities. As you can see behind me, it's the last supermarket that was closed several years ago, causing those with health issues to not have access to nutritious foods.
I live in a food desert area where there's no grocery store, there's no place for you to get the necessity that you need. Just the other day, I needed a bell pepper, and I drove to the little store, Vines, and I asked if they had bell pepper. They didn't have any bell pepper. The girl told me the nearest I could find a bell pepper was 45 minutes away. Stores shutting down may be this town's downfall, but there's a silver lining. This region's main and popular food source is Vines, a place to gather for food and family times both through the weekdays and weekends.
Being that we don't have a grocery store here anymore, everyone likes to come here to Vine Brothers because it's the restaurant/gas station. We used to have a grocery store right down the road from us, but unfortunately it shut down. So what we do here is we have like a restaurant with a menu full of all types of sandwiches, burgers, steaks, fish, shrimp, and all that kind of food that everyone likes to enjoy and come and enjoy with their family and stuff.
Amaya Norman, Southern Miss News.
All right, we're wrapping the show up early. Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Thanks to our audio engineer, Ashanta Willis, and our video producer, Michaela Stapleton, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Shylon Davis, and Healy Turley. Executive producer, Ms. Whitney Howard. Program director, Shania Williams, and our general manager, Dr. Martin. This wraps up our show for the last time of this semester of Southern Miss Today. I appreciate you all for tuning in and listening to my stutters. And I'm Dundra Burrs, and I love you, and I'm out.
Sponsorship